Good morning, tubers. It's 10 a.m. Saturday, September 15th, and we're about 84 in the garage, and buffing's pretty much done on the car. It is all buffed out, all three compounds. Let's see, where are they? Move the box. Yeah, all three compounds. So, got that done, got some areas to touch up. Had a run over here. Right here. That I'll have to retouch up. There's a few other areas around that have to touch up. And cleaned it up pretty much. I'd say on a paint job of 1 to 10, 10 being the 1 being the greatest and 10 being the suck ass, I call this probably about a 5 because there is some dirt in it. I got a little chip there I got to take care of. I'll do it when I shoot this. But let's see. You can see that. So, but all in all, I'm still happy with it. I started putting on the wheel moldings. You can see I got the passenger side to go, but we ended up with another project. It's my son's car. This morning I had to go down to Richard's house, and we had to get this fitting brazed together. So fuel line went bad, and GM wanted close to $600 to put a fuel line in it. We went to a local place called Nevada House of Hose and made one, and this is the adapter that goes on the back, and then there's a sensor that goes in here, and this goes to the into the tank, and then this goes to the line itself. So let's see what else. Big weekend in Vegas this weekend. It's NASCAR weekend. The playoffs start here, and you ain't gonna catch me out in that zoo. Sorry I haven't made a video in about 3 weeks. Last week of August, I was on the couch all week with a heating pad strapped to my back, helping the wife unload the dishwasher, and I bent and twisted at the same time and really sprained the heck out of my lower left side of the back. So I spent that week with a heating pad, and then the following week we were in Grapevine, Texas, visiting the granddaughters, and that's about it. And this past week I've been out here, finished buffing the car, got it cleaned up all the areas in here and along there. I still got up in the middle of the windshield to get. Finished buffing it, and got that done, and then turned around and started hanging the wheel moldings on it. I still got like I said earlier, I still got the passenger side to go. I pulled out the backup lights. I gotta go get bulbs on those and get these wired up. Here's the plugs for the transmission, and then this is the neutral safety for the neutral safety switch, and this is the heavy weather pack type connector for that. So now I get to start using my box of parts that I picked up. These are all the rubber grommets and everything else that you need for putting the car back together. So let's start going through that. I got to order lenses for the backup lights, so I'll probably do that later on today. So this is where I'm at. Got a hold of an upholsterer that's going to take the rear seat in for starts, and then we'll do a real big cleaning in here and take the seats out and get the Dynamat in. I still got to buff the cowl panel. Let's see what else. Cowl panel I still got to buff. The spoiler still needs to be painted. It's all pearl white, so that needs to be painted. So yeah. So it's getting there. It's moving in the right direction. So that's where I'm at, and when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, got the right side front fender molding on, and getting ready to do the rear. And I'm pulling out parts now that we're on assembly. And I didn't realize it, but I did order a front spoiler for this thing, a kit, and there it is. But I got the side marker lights. Now I know it goes like this, and then the marker light goes on like this, and these two holes go into the quarter panel here, but what bracket is on here? And I can't find it. And I guess I'll look in my handy dandy assembly manual. But Nick, if you're watching, does anything bolt onto these? Or is it just all held in with the bezel? So I'll check it in the assembly manual, but that's where I'm at. Next is the backup lights. Got the gaskets and everything for them, so we'll do those. And this is the plug for the transmission for the backup lights, so we'll get that. And we're just moving along, not in a real hurry, just taking our time. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, it's what, going on 10 to 4, and we're about, well, almost 90 in the garage, and all the wheel well moldings are on. As well as the backup lights. Next is to wire those. And again, I won't use the factory wire harness because this plugs into the side of the transmission. And I always buy 2 of everything, just about 2 of everything when it comes to electrical, in case you screw one up. And so we'll wire that up and get that done. And then before it comes off of jack stands, let's see, let's go over here. Holy smokes. There it is. This purple wire is the neutral safety switch. We just connected it together just so it would so we could start the car. And with that being I could just connect it and just stuff it up underneath the dash, but we're going to run it down to the transmission. The transmission has a micro switch in it that if it's in gear, it's an open switch, and you won't be able to start the car. And if it's out of gear, then the micro switch closes and you'll be able to start the car. They had a Ford connector on the side of the transmission, and I'm going to use no, it's this WeatherPack connector on it, rather than get that Ford stuff off this Chevy. And besides, I couldn't find I think it's a female Ford connector on the transmission, and I needed a male, and I couldn't find anything. So we're just going to get rid of that. And so that's it. So the next thing is wiring the backup lights, wiring the neutral safety switch, get the tires on it and get it out of here, and then we'll start buffing out the cowl panel and getting ready to do the spoiler and getting that ready to go. I was on You Dizzy's show for a little bit today, and a couple of people wanted stickers. These are the 2 stickers I have. Go along with everybody else that's on my board. Yeah, Kenny was on it too. And so, if you want one of my stickers, you can email me at TANoble, N-O-B-L-E, at Cox, COX.net. That's TANoble at Cox, COX.net. And send me your address, I'll send you some stickers. Let's see. Nothing in manual on what these 2 go to. So Nick, if you're watching this video, will you please let me know if there is a bracket, a retaining bracket, or is the whole thing just held in by the 2 pins on that? So we can put this back up. Let's see. What else? That's about it. I got to take pictures of the rear seat and send it off to the upholsterer. I got to get a hold of the other company. They take the stock seats and they give you the side bolsters and the leg bolsters and keep it in this color, and that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be black and white houndstooth, and they do it to sit there and fit the stock seats, and that's what I plan on doing. But I got to get a hold of them and see where that is at and everything else. Let's see, that's about it for the time being. We're just moving right along. Like I said, I'm doing it slow, making sure I'm doing it right, or as close to right as my talents will let me. And yeah, so that's all I got for now. Oh, let's look outside here. See how windy it is? Okay, right now as we speak, 10 to 4 Las Vegas time, or almost 4 o'clock Las Vegas, 5 to 4 Las Vegas time. Those boys out at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, NASCAR guys, the Xfinity race is going on, okay? It's 102 out there in the sun, and this wind's going, and it's a dry, hot wind. So, yeah, I would not, last thing I want to do is be in a race car going for 200 laps or so. Not my cup of tea. So, that's all we got for now. I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. Y'all have a good weekend. Later.